Namaste and welcome. My name's Taryn and I'm the founder of Loka Yoga School in Bali. And it is my pleasure to guide you through a pelvic floor release yoga class today. This class is predominantly working with the first and second chakra and really working to soften and let go. So it's a great deal of focus on letting go and release. So I encourage you to make sure you're wearing comfortable clothing, whether it's yoga clothes or your pajamas or maybe no clothes at all. Just allow yourself to be completely comfortable. The first part of the class will start on our backs. We'll be doing a lot of work on our backs and release through the hip area, the pelvic area, as well as the back line of the body. And then we'll work with a little bit of more of a seated position. So if you would like to have a bolster, a block, or a pillow or cushions behind your back, you can do so. Today I'll be demonstrating for you without the use of props. So if you don't have any of that, you're absolutely fine. You can just copy what I do. So make your way down onto your back to begin with, bringing the soles of your feet together. This is called butterfly pose in Yin. Butterfly pose, making sure you're at least halfway or a little bit further down your mat, and then just slowly, gently lay back down on your back, resting the hands on the belly. I'm going to be guiding you through a pranayama breathing technique to really bring your focus and awareness to your breath and softening and releasing through the pelvic floor and releasing and letting go and finding space and softness in the yoni area. So finding your way down onto your back, rest your hands on your belly, just reminding you to bring your awareness to this space, allowing the hands to rest below the navel, around the pubic bone, closing down your eyes. And just take a moment to observe your natural breath, the natural flow in and out through the nose. Observe any areas of restriction or hesitation, where there's perhaps resistance, and just notice. Cultivate an awareness now of your inhalation. Focus and mindfulness on the inhalation. How does it feel for you? Now shift your awareness to your exhalation and observe. How does it feel? Is it easy and effortless? Is there any restriction? And just observe without being forceful, without expectation, without changing anything. Now I'm going to guide you through what is often referred to as the square breath, a pranayama, a breathing control technique to help find softness around the yoni, the pelvic area, the pelvic floor. As you inhale, visualize inhaling or the air actually coming in through the yoni up towards the heart space. As you exhale, visualize it coming out through the nose and back down away from you, letting it go. So you're breathing in life and then you're letting go, release, softness. Inhale through the yoni, up to the navel, up to the heart, up to the throat. Exhale out through the nose, letting it go, out into the universe, just letting it go. Inhale, exhale. Stay with this breathing, this visualization as I guide you through the square breath. So your inhalation is in through the yoni, up to the navel, up to the heart, up to the throat. The exhale is out through the nose and away from you. Now inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and let it go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the yoni for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, letting it go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, yoni 5, navel 4, heart 3, throat 2, 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue with this square breath. Each inhalation, you're breathing in. Visualize the breath traveling up from the base of the tailbone all the way up the spine to the nose. Hold for 5. Exhale to let it go. Stay with this visualization and really find softness. Relax and let go in the entire yoni, your whole pelvic area. Can you find softness? What does it take? One more time with this tantric breathing technique, finishing off with the exhalation. And then once you've completed that final square breath with the exhalation, bring your left hand to your heart, your right hand to the lower belly, the lower abdomen, and just notice and observe how you feel. Are you still trying to hold on? Notice this. Maintaining complete softness, bring your knees slowly together. Wrap your arms around the legs and draw the knees in towards your chest. So you're giving yourself a nice little hug in this reclined cosmic egg pose. Drawing the thighs in close, feeling a gentle compression into the hip flexors. And as you squeeze the thighs in, again, bring your awareness back to your yoni and finding softness in the yoni area, to the belly. Completely relax, release. If your head is lifted, that's perfectly okay. We're working towards relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders to the ground, which might mean that you need to hold on to the knees here, or even further away, maybe the backs of the thighs, and that's okay. So for the next posture, it's a reclined pigeon pose. Cross your right ankle over the left thigh and allow the knee to draw away. Now the option the full expression is to interlace the hands in front of your shin and draw the leg in close towards you. If that doesn't feel so great, you can hold the back of the thigh. Alternatively, you might like to rest your hands on the foot and the thigh and push that leg away from you. The goal here is to open up into the inner thigh and groin and find softness in the yoni, of course. So finding the option that suits you, if it is comfortable, allow your left thigh to pull in nice and close towards the heart. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders on the ground. And now I invite you just to close down the eyes, breathing deeply. It's important to relax all of the vaginal muscles, your yoni, finding softness. Bring your awareness back to this space. As they say, knowledge is power. And in yoga, we're finding this knowledge through awareness of the body. So our physical poses are indicating to us where we're holding on to tension, resistance, where the challenges are. And this awareness is knowledge about our body, in turn, knowledge about our life, mental and emotional awareness, which then provides us with power to change, to heal. We really need to feel the tension in our body, feel the emotions, acknowledge and truly embrace in order to heal. We need to feel to heal. So as you continue to allow the left thigh to pull in closer towards your heart, your right elbow might gently press the right leg away. Observe the tension or discomfort that you might feel in the right hip, glutes, and buttock, but resist any temptation to engage the pelvic floor. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, releasing that knee, bring the foot to the ground, cross the right leg all the way over the left, reach up and take a hold of the tops of your feet, your ankles, or your shins, wherever you can grab. This pose in Yin is called a reclined shoelace. In a Yang style of yoga, it's a reclined cow face pose, so Supta Gomukhasana. Your option, I'm just going to give options for those who are feeling up for it today. Raising the feet up towards the sky and then drawing them down towards the shoulders will take this a little bit deeper into the IT band. So you might feel this in the outer seam of the right leg, the right hip, the glute, and the buttock. I know it's strong. This is strong. This is an area that we tend to accumulate tension if we live a more sedentary life or sitting down a lot. For those that have an office job and you're sitting in an office chair all day, you might be feeling this quite strongly. Runners, walkers, athletes, cyclists, swimmers often hold a lot of tension in the IT band. So basically, if you're a human being with legs, you'll be feeling this. There's the options to always grab the ankle, grab the shins. You don't need to be so forceful with it. So take it to wherever you're feeling the stretch. We're only here for 3 more breaths. Taking a deep inhale. As you exhale, visualize relaxing through the yoni area. Relax, let go, release, find softness. Again, deep breath in. Let it go. Sometimes sound is nice. Sighing it out. Try it again. One more time. Sigh it out with me. Release. Lower the left foot down to the ground. Extend the right leg just to open up into the back line of the leg. Interlace the hands behind the belly of the hamstring, behind the thigh. No unnecessary pressure into the back of the knee, please. So just hold the back of the thigh and draw that leg in. Now, if there's a tendency for the right knee to bend, that's okay. We're trying to keep it straight. But if it wants to bend and soften, that's okay. Again, finding softness in the pelvis. Noticing how you feel in this moment. I welcome you at all times to close down the eyes. Just by closing the eyes, this can give an opportunity to turn your focus inwards without the outside distractions. Just by seeing something, this can have a tendency to create unnecessary thoughts like noise, clutter, and distractions in our mind. The neurotic thoughts racing around. So closing your eyes allows you to connect with the feelings and sensations in your body, allowing you to heal. Visualize sending your breath to the yoni. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, place your left hand on the outside of your right thigh or calf muscle or the ankle if you wish, and just slowly start to cross it over. You'll notice I'm not coming into a spinal twist here. My right side of my lower back is still on the ground. I'm just gently drawing the leg over to encourage more of an opening and a release into the outer seam of the right leg. We're not here for too long. Again, I know this is strong. 2 more breaths. Deep breath in. Exhale to let it go. 1 more time. Deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bring the right leg back to the center. Bend the knee and cross the right leg over the left. And now just allow the knees to drop to the side. Open up the arms like wings across the floor. Maybe the left hand supports the right leg to draw it down to the floor. And if you like, you can turn your head to look over the right shoulder. Soften. What are you holding on to that you can let go of as you work to release tension in this spinal twist? Two deep breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Again, deep inhale. Let it go. Bring both legs back into the center, and it might feel nice. Just take a little rock from side to side. A lateral massage across the back, ironing out any kinks. Just this natural release here. And now as we move into the other side, you can take the right foot to the floor, cross the left ankle, and push that left leg away. Alternatively, you might like to thread the needle, interlace the hands behind the right thigh or in front of the right shin. Please bear in mind that both sides are probably feeling quite different. Quite common that the left side is a little bit more tense than the right. Especially if you're right-handed, there's a tendency to left load, so the left leg might actually feel a lot more tension. And if that's the case, you might not do exactly what you did on the other side, which is perfectly fine. With each inhalation, maybe hug that right leg in a little bit closer towards you. And as you breathe out, release and let go. Finding softness in the yoni, relaxing all the vaginal muscles. Softness in the pelvis. Your breath is absolutely vital and critical in yoga. Without mindfulness and awareness of the breath, you're just doing a bunch of poses, a bunch of stretches. And that really is the main difference of yoga to any other sort of fitness, stretching, is breath awareness. So I encourage you to stay with the breathing, visualizing the inhalation, to breathe in this prana, the life force energy, into your body. And as you breathe out, finding softness, letting go of what doesn't serve you. Three more breaths. Deep inhale, life, power. Exhale, let go, release, surrender. Breathing in what you need, what you want. Breathe out. Inhale life. Exhale, let go. Good. Now take the right foot down to the floor. Cross the left leg over for this reclined shoelace pose. Reach up, take a hold of the tops of your feet, your ankles or your shins, so whichever option suits you. Again, if you're working with a lot of tension in the left leg, take the option that suits. Breathe in as you raise your feet and exhale as you draw them down towards the shoulder. There is absolutely nothing in Yin Yoga to be obtained or achieved by being forceful or aggressive. So please respect your body, listen to your body, connect. It's empowering to take time, close your eyes, breathe, and connect. The inhalation is masculine, breathing in life, strength, power, ability. The exhalation is our feminine, death, letting go, releasing what doesn't serve, moving on. If you find there is restriction in the exhalation, this can be linked, connected to holding on to the past, holding on to the inhale, what was done in the past and not letting go. The death is also the destruction of evil, the destruction of ill thoughts, negativity that isn't serving us. Sometimes dragging that past into the future is not what we're wanting, not what we need. So acknowledge the exhalation, enjoy the exhalation, feel the release, let go of tension and stress. Find softness and embrace your feminine, the feminine energies. A few more breaths here. I'll allow you time to just breathe in your own time as you wish. Breathing in the strength, the power, the life. Breathing out, letting go, embracing your divine feminine. Finding softness. When you're ready, release, bring the right foot to the ground, extend the left leg, interlace the hands behind the thigh, and begin to draw that left leg towards you, trying to straighten the legs. A reminder, you might like to close the eyes, connecting with your breath. And just take a moment to consider your intentions. What brings you here? What inspires you to wake up and show up to each day? What drives you? What holds and bounds you? And importantly, what sets you free? Awareness of your vaginal muscles, awareness of your yoni, awareness of the pelvic floor. Are you still relaxed, consciously finding softness, consciously letting go? Gently taking a hold of the outside of your left leg with your right hand, so either to the thigh or the calf, and allowing that leg to cross over ever so slightly. For me, I don't have to go far to start to feel this. And in general, I actually don't hold as much tension here as many do. So it's just a good demonstration to show that you shouldn't have to go far off center to really achieve the benefits of this position. It's releasing the back line of the body, which working with this area helps to release tension all the way up to your neck. The deep connective tissue, the fascia in your body, it's all connected. It's like a web. So when you're releasing tension in this area, the IT band, the hip, the glutes, the buttock, the hamstring, this can actually release tension in your lower back, mid back, upper back, your neck, your shoulders. Couple more deep breaths. Exhale to find softness. Good. Return back to the center. Bend the knee, cross it over the right, extend the arms out to the side, let the knees fall to the edge, and look over your left shoulder. So just inviting this spinal twist to help to release toxins. Twisting out tension in the back. The yogis say that a healthy spine is a young body, and that our twists, our spinal twists, are one of the most vital key components to a healthy spine. Another inhale as you now bring the legs back to the center. Uncross the legs, hug the knees into the chest, and take a little rock side to side just because it feels so nice. A little reset. We're going to come up now onto our knees to move into a low lunge. But before we do, just place your hands behind the knees. Maybe this is a bit of embracing the inner child. Rock and roll up and down the spine a few times here. Like a kid. You can't really do this pose too wrong. Such a nice massage up and down the spine, tailbone to the shoulders. 2 more times. You might be going slower or faster than me, that's okay. And then make your way all the way over into a tabletop position. From our tabletop position, I just want to step the right foot forward, extend the left leg back a little bit, untuck the back toes, sink the hips down to find this nice low lunge. So we're really opening up into the hip flexor, the front seam, working into the quadricep, but lower the hips down. And then as you do so, maybe your hands are resting on blocks or maybe rested on your thigh, that's okay. Whichever variation or option you take, try to lower the chest if you can, maybe even books if you don't have blocks, and find softness. Now remembering, you're not wanting to hold on to any tension in the pelvic floor. So really focus, especially your exhalation, on relaxing, releasing, and letting go. You'll feel this compression and massage into the right hip flexor. It shouldn't be a strong pinching pain as such. It should not be sharp, jagged or electrical, but you might feel a little bit of discomfort, and that's perfectly natural. Send your breath to the area that you're feeling and notice what happens. Now from here, walk your hands back towards you. Begin to straighten your right leg. Walk your right foot forward just a little until you can straighten your right leg completely. Pointing your right toes back towards you. Again, maybe your hands are resting on blocks or books, or maybe on the floor, maybe on your fingertips or flat palms, it doesn't matter. Your focus here is on sending the right buttock back, the left hip slightly forward, and maybe lowering your nose to the knee. If that feels like a bit of a ridiculous idea, just stay upright. If you're feeling a nice opening and stretch into the back of your right leg, that's perfect. That's all that you're trying to do. So, unfortunately, I'm not handing out any prizes for people that touch their nose to the knee. That's not necessarily what we're trying to achieve. It just might allow you to feel a stronger stretch in the back of the leg. Stay here for a few more breaths. Breathing in the life, breathing out to let go. Find softness. Bring your focus and awareness to your yoni, your pelvic floor, and relax. Just a few more breaths here. Okay, and now the final pose on this side before we move to the next is if you just walk your hands forward, come into a lunge position once again, and this time walk your right foot out to the right side of the mat, turn your toes out on a 45-degree angle, place the hands on the floor, breathe in as you lift the heart looking forward, and as you breathe out, sink the hips down. Your option is to come down onto the forearms. In Yin Yoga, this is called Dragon. In Yang Yoga, it's called Lizard. Your option from here is to come into a twisted dragon, rest, keeping your left hand on the ground, twist to look over your right shoulder, and maybe your right hand pushes the right leg away a little bit. Just working a little bit deeper into the right groin. But as you're working into the right groin, remembering, visualizing your exhalation, letting go of tension. Few more breaths here. Stay with it. I know it's strong. Working with our right side, our masculine side. Letting go. Now bring your hands back to the center. Slowly, gently, the right foot slides back. The knees connect and then switch sides. So you're stepping your left foot forward, coming into this low lunge position. So because we're holding the pose for a longer period of time, it doesn't matter if your ankle is in front of the knee or if it's a little bit behind. The further back you bring it, the more you will be likely to stretch or target the Achilles tendon. So for the purpose of this, if you bring it a little bit further forward, it allows you to sink the hips down and really zone in to the hip flexor and the pelvic area rather than the front leg. So lowering the hips down, maybe the hands are resting on your thigh, maybe they're just relaxed down by your side on blocks or books or a chair, or maybe they're on the floor. Breathing deeply, sinking the hips down with a very gentle focus on pressing the right hip forward, sending the left buttock back. Another area that we're targeting here, which tends to get quite tight when you're sitting down. So many of us do sit in an office chair for a lot of the day in our work. And when we're in that seated position, this is really shrinking that muscle at the front of the leg. So your back leg now, you're helping to stretch and release tension that can accumulate tension, releasing the area that can accumulate tension just by sitting down. Can you let go a little more with each exhalation? Now as you inhale, lift up, walk your hands back slowly, raising the left toes back towards you, straightening the left leg. Option to lower the nose to the knee. Option to stay upright, maybe the hands on the hip. I don't really like to encourage resting your top hand on the leg because your knee doesn't bend that way, right? It bends this way, not that way. So putting unnecessary pressure is not advised. It would be better to keep your hands on the hips or even just relax and hang. If you're feeling tension in the back of your left leg, then congratulations, you've mastered the pose. Close your eyes, focus on your breath. That's all you need to do. And now inhale as you bend into the front knee, lower down, walk your left foot out to the side for our lizard dragon pose. Turn the toes out on a 45-degree angle. Breathe in as you lift the heart looking forward. And as you exhale, sink the hips down, maybe lower down onto the forearms. For me, I find this is a lot more comfortable than staying upright. It takes the weight off the shoulders, but it will go a little bit deeper, perhaps into the hip. If you want to, you can roll onto the outer edge of your left foot, pointing like you're trying to face the sole of the foot up towards the sky. And option is our twisted dragon. Left hand on the inner left thigh, twisting to turn your heart towards the left thigh and looking over the shoulder, breathing deeply. And just allowing yourself to become aware of any differences between the left and the right side of the body. It's perfectly natural, perfectly normal. Whatever you're feeling is perfect. In yoga, one of the most ancient mantras is actually talking about just that, perfection. And the mantra translates to, that is perfect, this is perfect, from the perfect comes the perfect, take the perfect from the perfect, and only perfect remains. Purnamada Purnamidam Punat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Very famous mantra. Whatever you're feeling is perfect, and no matter what you try to take or add to it, it's still perfection. Breathe out, let go. Accept, surrender. Bring your left hand back down to the mat now. Slowly press your way up. Walk the left foot in. Bring the knees together. And now just make your way into this, down onto your buttocks, extending the legs out in front of you. So caterpillar pose, or Paschimottanasana, west side of body pose. Extend the legs, relax the pelvis, Relax your yoni. Inhale as you raise the arms up, and as you exhale, surrender and rock forward. Just allow your body to melt, the heart down, forehead towards the knees, and find softness. You'll notice here that I'm not trying to grab my feet. I'm not trying to hook my toes. I'm not trying to yank my toes back towards me. None of that. I'm just relaxing. If your hands are here, guess what? That's perfect too. Or here, that's perfect. It doesn't matter. Wherever you're at is perfect. Sometimes the only person that doesn't accept where we're at in life is ourselves. So just accept, breathe in the life, breathe out, let go. Relax the back of your neck. Only here for a few more breaths. Doing really well. Stay with it. We're coming to the end of our practice. Raising up on an inhalation will minimize any feelings of dizziness or nausea. So I invite you to take a beautiful deep breath in as you roll the spine up slowly. And then maybe draw the knees in towards you. You can place the hands behind you and like a windscreen wiper. Let's call it that. Windscreen wiper the legs from side to side. And then we're coming into Dragonfly pose. So I'm just going to turn to face you. You might like to be turned side onto your mat as well. Extend the legs out to the side. From here, placing the hands behind your hips, lift the hips up and just rock your body weight forward until you find a nice opening and release into the groin. Now just take a moment here to close your eyes and soften. Bring your awareness to your yoni, your pelvic floor. Relax all of the vagina muscles. Relax your buttocks. Relax your pelvic floor. Send your breath down into that area, breathing in through the nose. So we started with the breathing technique of breathing in and up. Focus now on breathing in and down and letting go. So inhaling through the nose. The breath travels down the throat, the heart, the belly, the sacral chakra, the pelvis, the root chakra, muladhara at the base of the tailbone. And visualize the breath leaving you out through the yoni, letting go. Breathing in the life and letting go of tension. Maybe place your hands in front of you or behind you if you prefer. If you want to come down onto your forearms and this isn't causing any strain, go for it. Breathing in through the nose, the throat, the heart, the navel, solar plexus, sacral, root, out through the yoni, letting go, surrender, softness, embracing the divine feminine energies. Inhale, strength, power, endurance, stability. Exhale, feel softness. The beauty, the love, the nurturing. Begin to deepen your inhalation. If you've lost track of it, come back to your breath. Elongate your exhalation. Soften. A few more times like this. Breathing in. Exhale, soften. And then breathe in as you walk your hands back in towards you. Slide your hands underneath the knees and very mindfully slide the feet in towards each other. Wrap the arms around and give yourself a hug. Maybe place your forehead to the knees, cosmic egg. Inhale as you raise the head. And now once again, just turn back onto your mat. Make your way to the top of the mat. We're going back into snail pose. This is our final pose. So lowering down on your back, raise your feet to the sky, lift the hips, support your lower back, and allow the feet to lower down behind your head. Holding here, closing down your eyes. It's a pose that's considered to be one of the most nurturing in yoga. Nurturing from the perspective that it's a deep forward bend, so it's replicating the natural movement of the spine, unlike a back bend or a twist. It's a strong decompression of the spine, releasing tension from the cervical spine all the way down to the lumbar spine, creating space in between each vertebra to allow fresh blood to travel into that area, letting go of tightness and tension. A side effect, if you straighten your legs, is you're also helping to release the hamstrings, the back of the legs. It's important to keep the chin tucked into the chest, not moving the head from side to side, so you're not risking straining your neck. Your option, of course, is you can bend the knees if it gets too much in the hamstrings. And some people like to take the variation Padasana, known as ear compression pose, or also nicknamed deaf man's pose, where you bend the knees and block your ears with your knees. Whichever variation you take, please make sure that you're not naturally engaging your pelvic floor. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, visualize relaxing and letting go. Soften the pelvic floor muscles. Soften all of the sexual muscles, vaginal muscles. Let go. We're not here for too much longer. Stay with it, but your challenge is to find softness and surrender in this position. An introverted pose. You can keep your eyes closed, or maybe you want to open your eyes. You can even look at your yoni. Send it love. Send it gratitude. Send it forgiveness and compassion. And when you feel ready, relax, hands down to the floor. Just using the hands gently as brakes, but you don't need to engage your core here. Just let your body roll or flop down to the floor and lie in Savasana. Separate the legs, just allowing natural airflow to feel that release and that opening. Let the feet fall out to the side. Relax the arms down by the side, turning the palms to face up. So you're opening up, accepting, opening your heart space, an external rotation to create space across the chest. The palms up is the gesture of receiving, symbolizing receiving the benefits of your practice, receiving the gifts of love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness. Breathing in, maybe visualizing once again the breath traveling in through the yoni, power, life. Exhale, let go of what you don't need, stress, tension, negative thoughts, criticism to yourself. All of the I should have, I could have, I would have, if only, let it go. This doesn't serve you. It's in the past. Find the death of those thoughts with each exhalation. Breathe in new beginnings, life, creation, starting new. And breathe out anything destructive, neurotic thoughts, unnecessary, unkind. We cannot change the past, but we can feel from the experiences, the emotions, the mental, emotional effect, spiritual effect this has had on us. And by embracing and feeling, it enables us to heal and empowers us to write the future. And only that is in your control. But you can make that choice. With each breath in, as you face the future, you're breathing in new opportunities, positivity, life, abundance, love and compassion. And as you breathe out, there's understanding, the feminine energies of forgiveness, nurturing, calming, cooling, letting go. Set an intention now to bring this vitality, this mindset into the rest of your day, your week, your month, the rest of your year, no matter what your year has brought you. You can breathe in new life, new opportunities, acceptance and compassion. And as you breathe out, you're letting go of the past. Letting go of negative thoughts or hurdles that stand in your way. And finding that love and acceptance. Surrender. Breathe in as you reach the arms up over the head. Stretch out, fingers to the toes, like you're being drawn in opposite directions. Side out. Hug the knees into the chest, a gesture of gratitude and love to yourself for showing up, for being here, giving yourself this time and space, connecting with your divine feminine. You might like to roll onto one side or maybe up and down the spine, making your way into a seated position. And just sit quietly with your eyes closed. Bring your left hand to your heart. Rest your right hand on the belly. Send love to these two areas. We often criticize our choices, our decisions. We often criticize our bellies, our bodies. So find love and space. Breathe in power, life. Breathe out negativity, release, let go, surrender, and accept. The greatest love is love of the self, is acceptance of yourself, and letting go of the past. Bring your hands together at the heart space in Anjali Mudra, this gesture, the hand gesture of connection, and bow the forehead to the fingers. Once again, acknowledgement to yourself for showing up, giving yourself this time and space and connection. The light in me honors, sees, and respects the light in you. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies. If you enjoyed my class today, I would love to see you or hear from you through email, or you can contact me through my website. I'll include the link. It's lokayogaschool.com. I also have a beautiful Yin Yoga teacher training that's online and self-paced. So my partner Jan and I have created this. We've brought it online throughout the coronavirus ordeal to bring it to you at home. And it's a lot of fun, full of fun anatomy, physiology workshops, tutorials, fun quizzes, a whole bunch of classes, sequences, plenty of Yin Yoga for you. So, and there's also a manual of 64 Yin poses. So if you would like to go a little bit deeper into the anatomy, the physiology, the connection with your body, and really allowing that additional opportunity to connect inwards and to feel and heal, I would love to invite you to join us. And I'll include the link below as well for you. Thank you so much. Bye now.